Good day everyone, I am Nedeline Arapan together with my partner Ana Rose Hangin. Today, we will discuss our research about the country of Afghanistan. We choose this country because we are interested about their population growth, major urban resources, and their environmental problems. This is the flag of Afghanistan. The Afghan flag is a tricolor band of three different colors: red, black, and green. The red representing the blood of those who fought for Afghanistan, the black representing the obscure and difficult past that they had, and the green flag representing hope and the future, and as it is the state religion. On the emblem is a mosque with two little miniature Afghani flags on the other side. On the side are Shivas of weight. On the top is the Shahada or the Muslim creed. On the bottom is the name of Afghanistan written in Arabic. And on top of that is the Arabic year of 1298 written in Arabic numerals, which also in the standard Gregorian calendar in 1919, which was the year that Afghanistan was relinquished from British protectorate status and became an internationally recognized sovereign nation known as Afghanistan. In terms of geography of Afghanistan, Afghanistan is a landlocked bordered to east of Pakistan and India, to the west by Iran, to the north by Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan, and to the northeast by Tajikistan and China. Afghanistan has a total land area of 652,860 kilometers square. It is split into 34 provinces. Each province consists of a number of districts. Kabul, Persian Kabul City is the capital of Afghanistan. Kabul province is the major urban center as well as its political and economic core. So there are 4 seasons in Afghanistan. First is spring. Spring in Afghanistan is relatively short, lasting from April to May in most of the country and March to May in the area's southern regions. Spring can be rainy, which can cause dangerous flash floods due to degraded land, but it is vital for the country's agriculture. Summer. Summer in Afghanistan are hot and dry with temperatures occasionally exceeding 50 degrees. In some places, such as southern provinces. During the summer, there can be also an extreme temperature range in a limited period, with temperatures ranging over 15 degrees in a single day. It is also brings with it strong, dry, hot, and dusty winds. The third season is the autumn, which lasts roughly from September until November, brings relief from the dry and hot summer with cooler air and a rise in a humidity occurring in the most parts of the country. The last season of Afghanistan is winter. Winter can be extremely harsh. The season brings heavy snowfall, though it varies on location and altitude. Snow plays an important role for agriculture as when it melts spring. It is a vital source of water of crops. However, these extreme weather conditions make winter in Afghanistan very difficult for families, creating difficulties for people in such communities to access basic sources. If there has been drought during summer, these snowy conditions may perpetuate the food security caused by the drought. In Afghanistan, there are 40 and 59 languages spoken. Dari and Pashto are the official and most generally spoken languages, with 77% and 48% of the population speaking Dari and Pashto. Afghans are the people of Afghanistan, while the word originally referred to the country's biggest ethnic groups. The Pashtuns or Pashtan, who made up around of 38% of the population in 2000, are Eastern Iranian ethnic group primarily residing in southern and eastern Afghanistan and northwestern Pakistan. Tajik, 25%. They are a native Persian-speaking people, as a self-designation the Tajik, which earlier on had been more or less pejorative, has become acceptable only during the last decades. Hazara, 19%. They are Dari-speaking people, thought to be Mongol race, the country's third largest ethnic groups. Uzbek, 6%. Uzbeks are the main Turkic people of Afghanistan whose native territory is in the regions of the country. The remaining 12% were made up of other ethnic groups such as Aymaks, Turkmen, and Balochs. While many of Afghans were multilingual, over half of the population spoke Pashto, 35% spoke Afghan Persian or Dari, and 11% spoke Turkic languages. So here are some resources of Afghanistan: copper, gold, oil, natural gas, uranium, bauxite, coal, iron ore, and lithium.
The government of Afghanistan. The current president was Hamid Karzai. Until very recently, Afghanistan was considered a newly formed democracy. Centralized presidential system which consists of three branches powers: executive, legislative, and judiciary, and the president is the head of all three branches.
Population of Afghanistan. In 2020, Afghanistan was 38,972 Population of Afghanistan. The population of Afghanistan in 2020 was 38,972,230, a 3.18% increase from 2019. In 2021 was 40,099,462, a 2.89% increase from 2020. In 2022 was 41,128,771, a 2.57% increase from 2021. The current population of Afghanistan in 2023 is 42,239,854, a 2.7% increase from 2022. Afghanistan's population is expanding at a 2.33% annual pace. Due to internal warfare, the country has negative net migration. Nonetheless, its fertility rate of 4.6 births per woman keeps the population growing. The population is exceptionally youthful, with a median age of 18.4 years due to high fertility. Afghanistan's stability and economic strength are under threat as population expansion outpaces economic progress. Environmental issues: deforestation, land degradation, pollution, expanding mining footprint, informal artisanal quarrying. But the most problem of the Afghanistan is pollution. Afghanistan is a landlocked country bordering by Pakistan, Iran, and China, positioned between Central and South Asia. It has a long and ancient history of human activity and culture, and has been various kingdoms, ethnic groups, and tribes. Nowadays, because it is located between the numerous, quickly rising nations such as well as economic heavyweights such as China, with India also nearby, it suffers from the same environmental concerns as this country. Because of these pollution levels, Afghanistan has received some very bad rankings in the past and in the present. Apart from being plagued by other difficulties including as ongoing violence, pollution is so prevalent, particularly in Kabul. Afghanistan has many sources of pollution, which come from both industrial areas and general day-to-day habits of its citizens, such as the use of personal vehicles or home activities, which can cause pollution levels to skyrocket in the colder months due to increased burning of materials such as wood, coal, and even synthetic materials to provide heat. Other explanations include the use of brick kilns, which can be operated on a big industrial scale, all the way down to family-owned companies that operate out of people's homes. Other small-scale operations emit large amounts of pollution when combined. During the winter months, when pollution levels from the burning of these materials continue to grow, much of the pollution might become trapped on the ground level due to the colder air lingering at low altitude, a process known as thermal inversion. Many of these automobiles, motorcycles, and trucks are worn out and worn-off-date pieces of machinery from Soviet period with engines that fall far short of what is deemed safe. To summarize, the burning of wood, fossil fuels, and plastic industrial smoke and influence, automobile pollution, runoff from construction sites, and poorly maintained roads would be the primary sources of pollution in Afghanistan, with natural, geographical, and meteorological factors of completing matters. People, way of living. Family responsibilities differ according to way of living. Family dynamics. Family responsibilities differ according to ethnicity, social class, and area. Nonetheless, a conventional patriarchal age hierarchy pervades throughout. The eldest man has the most authority and decision-making power in the family and is generally in charge of all family expenses. Every decision must be authorized by either the spouse or the father. Men bear the financial load of the family and are frequently required to sustain the entire home on their own. In Afghanistan, this might be imply earning enough to sustain himself, his wife, his children, and any parent or in-law living with the nuclear family. Brothers and sons must also contribute financially to the family, safeguard the family's honor, and discipline in any misbehavior. Women are primarily responsible for domestic activities such as cooking, raising children, entertaining visitors, and ministering to the wants of the male of the house. It is also considered the woman's responsibility to ensure that the guests are adequately entertained and catered to in the most hospitable manner at the home can afford. The older lady will be also in charge of dividing a family's food supplies for the year. Education. UNESCO has supported education in Afghanistan from its foundation and has seen numerous important achievements, notably in the last 20 years as indicated by the UNESCO study, The Right to Education. Enrollment at all levels of education has increased dramatically from about 1 million in 2001 to approximately 10 million in 2018. Since the Taliban's takeover in August 2021, the crisis has threatened to undo much of the development achievements earned over the previous 2 decades. In addition to unthinkable human sacrifices, war, natural calamities, persistent poverty, drought, and the COVID-19 epidemic have already taken a heavy toll on the Afghan people. The country is presently in the midst of a historic humanitarian crisis with a high risk of systemic collapse and human disaster. The education system has been severely harmed and the right of Afghan children and youth to an education is under jeopardy. 1.1 million secondary females has been barred from attending secondary school under further notice from March 23, 2022. The ongoing crisis had a negative impact on a young women higher education with enrollment dropping by 60%. To guarantee that not all achievements are lost, UNESCO has prepared the Multi-Country Preparedness and Response Plan or MCP-RP in collaboration with another education partners to address both urgent and medium-term education requirements in Afghanistan and neighboring countries. And this is the end of our research about the country of Afghanistan. Thank you.